Hi everybody, I'm Kathy, creator of Gnoggintoppers. Welcome to my crazy yarn stash room. I'm so glad you're here today. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see today. I'm going to be talking about one finished object. I have two whips, a little bit of yarn I want to talk about, and I think that'll be it for today. It's a beautiful Saturday outside if you like to freeze your wool. It's late March. We're hoping for spring here soon. So I hope everything's well in your part of the country or the world. And I hope what you're creating is giving you great joy. If you see anything and you want to make a comment, give me a hint or something I could try making, please do. I'd love to read it. So, what is my finished object today? I finished my Patchwork Puppy. So here's a picture of the pattern in the Crochet World. Yes, the Crochet World magazine. I've had just the best time making this little guy. I used a yarn ball I got from a yarn swap at the library. It almost made it. I had to do this foot and a little sewing to attach a few pieces. But other than that, that beautiful yarn ball that didn't have a band completed the whole thing. I'm going to say I think it was a size 3 worsted, size 3 or a number 3 acrylic yarn. It was beautiful. And look at this guy. He's adorable. So it all changed color on its own. I didn't have to do any color changes. I did put a little tack in the ears because my ears were a little wonky. They kind of went up all over the place, so I gave them a little tack down, and I think that made them behave. They still look very, they have a lot of personality, we'll say. But I love the legs. They're just, oh, so wonderfully stuffed. I think he's beautiful colors. And this is the school color foot. That's what my husband called it, the school color foot. But yeah, he was fun. He's really squishable. He's very easy to play with. I'm very, very happy with this guy. And I love the face. It's funny because the face is a little bit offset. Like this almost looks like it should be the mouth, but the mouth looks really pretty good up here. So he almost looks like he has like a tough chin. I find faces a little challenging, so I'm always happy when it comes out fairly symmetrical and looks cute. So I'm really happy about this one. So I wanted to talk a minute about the yarn I substituted for this last leg. And I used what is, oh, you know what? Actually, this leg is also a different yarn. Pardon me. I had to do the two legs, the two back legs in a different yarn. But I used what is rapidly becoming my absolute favorite 4-weight acrylic yarn. And I'm going to hold it up. And it's this Vanna's Choice. Look at that. Oh, I just love this yarn. I'm going to give it a picture. Yeah. Now it says 4-weight, and I think it kind of feels like a 4-weight, but I think it could be a 3 because I prefer 3s for amigurumi in acrylic. And this is just beautiful. I don't even have to look. I know this is called Ducky. So that one's Ducky. This one is the magenta. Oh, that's just so beautiful. And this one is, oh, Sweet Pea. Honestly, I know these names already. That's when you know you love a yarn, when you know all the color names. So I will give you the information on the band in case you want it. I do highly recommend this. I just love the feel of this yarn and the way it works up. So it's Lion brand, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 170 yards, 156 meters, 100% acrylic. They listed as a medium 4 weight for a 9 or 5.5 millimeter knitting needle, or a J, sometimes called a 10 crochet hook. What size crochet hook? Honestly, I think I used an H on this little guy, even for these, and it worked out great. It really did. And you can, maybe these are a bit of a 4 because they do look just a little tighter. Yeah, because that looks, while it looks open, you can't see the stuffing, and these do, this looks open, but that's just a great picture of the stitch definition. So I couldn't be more happy, and I got these on that big thrifting day I did with my husband, and oh boy, am I glad I found these. That was a treat. So I was looking through, actually no, that's not correct. I am starting to clean out the 2 bedrooms upstairs a little bit. I've been working at it for years, but we want to put some new floors in, so I got to clear out. And it's a good thing anyway, because I got stuff I don't need, and it's should all be put in order, and some things just gotten rid of, and let's make new and all that. So, pardon me, I just dropped something I want to show you. So one thing I found in a little cigar box were these little baby mittens. Aren't they a riot? Look at the silver bow on that one. Like little hand mittens so they don't scratch their face with their little newborn nails. Little hand mittens and booties. Look at that. Oh, aren't they sweet? When I really started crocheting again, really doing any handicraft again, I don't know, it's over 10 years ago now, there was a group meeting at a local library, a crochet knitting group, and I thought it would be fun to make things, so I found out that the preemie departments in hospitals will accept items, and so I started just like playing around with patterns. Let me tell you, especially being kind of back new crocheter, like you can see, these booties are not the same size. This one's, I don't know how to show you, much larger than this little guy. So I started with booties. I did these cocoon things. I don't think I really enjoyed these very much, but we landed on making hats. So we made a big old box of like the preemie hats and donated those. Oh, we had so much fun, and I still have a couple of friends and a new friend from that group. That was pre-COVID, so that's getting to be a while ago now. Yeah, so we had that fun group, and then of course we didn't see each other for quite a while, and now we're all back in a different library at a different group, and then meeting on our own as well. So that was kind of a little walk in the past finding these. I'll probably just use them for stuffing and something because none of them really match, but that's okay. The next thing, I have 2 whips now. The next thing I want to show you is my sweater. Yes, I finally, what do you call that? Attached the front to the back. It should sound like much greater fanfare than that when you get to that point. So anyway, here's, I got an armhole. Yahoo! But look at, I just think this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So pretty. And here's the, because I'm sure this is what you came to see, were the armholes in my sweater. But look at the colors. Isn't it just divine? And I dug all these colors out of wool scrap. Well, not scraps, wool skeins I had, but of the thinnest, tiniest yarn that I thought, oh, I'll never use this. And I'm using it. And I'm really enjoying it. So I'm you know, maybe about an inch in now. I got to do some more than 8 inches on the body, but I think it'll go pretty quick. I'm figuring it out, and this is on some of my new needles I bought. I think I got 48 inches. Not an inch to spare. I mean, it fits and it flows nice enough, but if I'd gotten the next one down, which I think I was thinking of 42, maybe, these would have been tight still, and I'd have been going out shopping for more needles again. So I couldn't be happier with my new purchase. Now the neck might seem a little big. I don't like things really grabbing on my neck. Like, I don't like them tied up. But this is kind of loose. I did not do the best job because I didn't have the right needles when I did this neck. And I think I did them on DPNs. And it was kind of stretchy. They almost look like ladders, but it's actually, you know, it's I think it's like knit one, purl one. I squeeze it all together, sort of. So what am I going to do about it? I think I'm actually going to pick up, knit a few more rows in the same style, maybe just a tad tighter. I'm not sure if that's the right word. And then I'm going to roll it all over so that it kind of looks like this with like yarn behind, so it's not quite so see-through. I think that's going to work. I think I'm really going to like it. And you know, for a fur sweater for me, that's not like kind of just a loose baggy sack, sort of. Because I've made 2 of those that I wear. One I even wore today. I am just besotted with this sweater. I love this. I cannot wait to finish it. So anyway, that is my sweater progress. And I have a progress keeper here somewhere. Oh yeah, I won this from Shannon. Shannon Makes. I think it's Shannon Makes. I'll have to look. Look at this little kitty cat. I have 2 of these. I have this little kitty cat, and I have one I made with a purse motif. Then I have some others, but they're a little heavy. Somebody kind of handmade them, and they're beautiful. They got sterling silver in them, but they're a bit heavy to hang on your work, so that's okay. There. I have officially moved the stitch keeper. There. Very excited about that. And I have one last whip to show you. I do not believe it's anything I've shared other than I found it or purchased it in that day I went out with my husband and found all the yarn goodies. And you know, it's funny. I got this at Goodwill, and it's a yarn chunky cakes. And it has a really weird name, and I'll show you why. It's called Trifle. But look at it, if that isn't patriotic, I don't know what is. So I'm making a baby blanket. It should be about 36 inches long. And I'm doing lemon peel stitch. Can you see it? It's the same on both sides. But I just love it. Because, you know, when I use bulky yarn, I don't like to typically do a complicated stitch because it really gets lost in the sauce, I think. And I was wondering, I looked up how the dimensions for a baby blanket, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh, I can do the lemon peel stitch, or try it. I'd never done it before, and I love it. It couldn't be easier. So out of that big cake, I have this much left, and there's a little red inside. Yeah, it's gonna end with a little bit of red. There we go. And it's probably gonna make about the same width again, which I don't think is gonna be quite baby blanket size. And pardon me. So I thought, let me look the yarn up. So of course this yarn is discontinued, because that's what happens sometimes when you thrift your yarn. So I went online to yarn, hang on, I got it written down. Yarn substitutions. And one of the accessible yarns for me is a Bernat Softy Chunky. I'm hoping they sell it at Michael's. Excuse me. I'm going to just open my portable information machine. Bernat Softy Chunky. And they also indicated, oh yeah, Mandala, Lion Brand Mandala Impressions, which I've never seen. So I'm going to go and see if Michael's has those. I'm not a huge fan of ordering if I haven't tried something before. And I don't really need to order, and I'll show you why in a minute here. But I'm kind of interested to see if there's anything that really matches. I think there was on Premier. I was looking on the Premier site. They got a sale going on. They have something that looked very similar, but I'm just not sure if I want to spend a lot of money buying yarn, because I wanted to have this ready to go to my little craft show for Mother's Day, and they have a limit on the prices of pieces. So I don't want to spend more in yarn than I can put a price tag on for. So what I did was I did a little deep dive, and I have a question for you. So I have some woolies that I think would actually go pretty nice, since there isn't a huge repeat. In fact, I've just started the repeat, so I might stop this, put this in the middle, and then end with this cake, because I have the blue. You know, I have an entire repeat again, so I could do my Karen Chunky cakes, my substitution yarns, and then Karen Chunky cakes. Might look good. And I can rip out, I've only got like 2 rows. Yeah, I got like, yeah, 2 rows I'd have to rip out. I don't mind doing that. So I have this color, which I think would substitute well, or, you know, be a good white. Not the gray. I have the gray. I don't think that's probably not even enough for a row. So we'll put that for another use. But look at the red I have. I'm not sure what this is. It almost feels like 100% acrylic. Maybe like a hometown or something. I don't know. So that's pretty nice. And then I have this hometown, which I thought could be great for a blue. Then I did have these woolies, which I just love in this petrol color. That is so pretty. But I'm almost thinking, now that I'm laying it out in front of you here, that I could use these two. I don't, and I like them because there's no wool in them. I'm pretty sure no wool. That is kind of important. So I think I'm going to do these two and hope I can get away without needing any white, because I don't have anything whitish. I'll let you know how it goes. But wasn't that a fun deep dive for me, just using things I've bought? That's why I just love having all this scrappy yarn around. I mean, I told myself at the beginning of the year, use it all down and then just buy what you want. But I have a hard time paying for things. I don't steal them. I'm just what you call frugal. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll be working on my sweater. I doubt I'll have it done by next Saturday, but I hope to have most of the body done. Oh, and the feel of it. Oh, it just feels perfect in every way. It's 100% wool, but it doesn't have a real wool tooth to it. I've saved the bands I have. And I'll show you the bands of all the stuff I use when I get closer to the end, probably when I start the sleeves. So I have this all done. And honestly, I want to start a little pink sweater set from Cascade I showed you. I think I'm going to work on a basket or two with the fuzzy top. And I found a beautiful basket set for the Maker. The Maker yarn, which is like a tube yarn. So it's a little different, and I've tried it on a couple things and not really liked the fabric. So I'm hoping the pattern that goes with the yarn I'll enjoy and be able to successfully make. And it's an outside and an inside, and so you can do them double colors. So I'm really excited about that. So that's all I have for today. You can see the sun's coming out. Oh, I just love that. It feels warm on my face. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Take care of yourselves and all those you love and come across. And I will see you very soon. And please feel free to reach out. If you enjoyed what you saw, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends if you think they might enjoy what I present here. And thanks for coming by. See you soon.